It all began in a place where people were judged not by their hearts but by their titles. The CEO walked through the building with the air of authority, every step echoing power and pride. Yet in one quiet corner stood a man most would overlook, the janitor. His uniform was simple, his presence almost invisible, yet his eyes carried a calm wisdom that seemed play. The melody of Chopin filled the room, soft yet commanding, each note carrying emotion that silenced the entire crowd. The laughter faded, replaced by awe and disbelief. The janitor wasn't just playing, he was expressing a lifetime of hidden passion, a depth that no one in that room had imagined. When the final note lingered in the air, the CEO stood frozen, realizing that humility had just outshone power. In that moment of stunned silence, something far greater than music filled the room. It was realization. Everyone had seen the janitor as just a man with a mop, someone whose life seemed ordinary and unnoticed. Yet with every note he played, he revealed a hidden world of grace, discipline, and depth. Years of silent dedication had shaped those hands, not just to clean floors, but to create beauty. It was a humbling reminder that greatness doesn't always come dressed in luxury or recognition. Sometimes it quietly exists in the hearts of those who expect nothing in return. The janitor's music told a story of struggle, patience, and love, a story no resume could ever describe. And in that instant, the CEO realized that true value can't be measured by job titles or paychecks, but by the light a person carries within them. The CEO stood motionless, her usual confidence replaced by a quiet humility. For the first time, she wasn't the one commanding attention. The janitor was. The melody had stripped away every layer of pride, exposing the truth that leadership without respect is hollow. In that brief moment, she understood that real greatness isn't in authority, but in the ability to recognize it in others. The janitor hadn't said a word, yet his music spoke louder than any speech she had ever given. It reminded her that power means nothing if it blinds you to the brilliance around you. That evening, she didn't see a janitor anymore. She saw a man who carried dignity far beyond his uniform. Sometimes life humbles us not with defeat, but with beauty so pure it forces us to bow in respect. In the days that followed, the story spread through the company like a quiet whisper that refused to fade. People began to look at one another differently, not through the lens of titles or positions, but through possibility. The janitor's act had redefined what success meant for everyone who witnessed it. It wasn't about corner offices or six-figure salaries anymore. It was about passion, purpose, and the courage to keep your flame alive even when no one notices. The CEO, once known for her sharp decisions, started valuing humility and empathy as strengths, not weaknesses. That single performance reminded everyone that true success isn't measured by how high you climb, but by how deeply you inspire others on your way up. The janitor had not just played Chopin, he had played a truth that every heart in that room needed to hear. That moment became more than just a story. It became a lesson engraved in every heart that heard it. If you play Chopin, I'll marry you wasn't really about a challenge or a song. It was about the power of seeing people for who they truly are. It reminded everyone that behind every uniform, every simple smile, there's a world of dreams, experiences, and quiet brilliance waiting to be noticed. The janitor's music didn't just silence the CEO. It awakened something human in all of them. It reminded them that respect should never depend on rank, and that true beauty often hides behind humility. Long after the melody faded, its message remained clear. Greatness is never about where you stand in life, but how you make others feel when they stand beside you.